Hi you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. I'm so excited. I share a ton of thrift hauls and thrifting in just like my everyday vlogs, like my day in the life and home vlogs and stuff, but I've never filmed a dedicated thrift with me video, and I thought it could be kind of fun, similar to like a book shopping video where we're just gonna talk about some of the things that we're looking for. We're gonna go thrifting and then I'll do a thrift haul at the end, and you guys really enjoy the thrifting content, so I'm really excited to share this with you guys, and hopefully I can maybe share one a month or something, because I feel like I'm just always thrifting. I've also never done this where I've gone to multiple, like I think maybe the max I've ever gone to is like 2 thrift stores at a time. Filming this before I start work. I'm gonna work a half day. Matt's working from home so that I can take the car because we still only have 1 car right now. And I'm gonna spend the whole afternoon thrifting. It's really cloudy right now, but the sun is gonna come out, and I just think it's gonna be a really fun day, and I'm really looking forward to taking you guys along. I'm really hoping I get a decent amount of footage. I don't know, it's March break, and also Tuesday is Senior's Day. So I'm not too sure how busy it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, so hopefully this video isn't too short, but if it is, I do have another vlog coming on Friday for you guys. It's a long, chatty one, so hopefully that will make up for if this video is a little bit shorter. I also don't want this video to like drag on because I just wanna like get to the meat and bones of it. Typically, if I'm going thrifting and it's planned, I like to go in with like an action plan. Obviously there's days where I just like go out, run errands, and I stop by the thrift store spontaneously, and that's always so fun, and I feel like that's when I have the best luck, to be quite honest. If it's a day like today where I want to hit up a few different thrift stores, I like to go in with an action plan because it just helps keep me focused and I don't kind of get distracted. I don't dilly-dally, and on a day like today where I want to hit up like 6 thrift stores in 2 hours, I really have to go and maximize my time. So I'm kind of thrifting for a bunch of different things right now, and I thought I could take you guys through it. One, spring fashion. We're obviously transitioning from winter to spring, and truthfully, unless you want to pay like $200 for a sweater, you're just not going to find that quality at, I don't know, like a $40, $50 price mark. So I really love to thrift sweaters. Right now, I'll put up some inspiration photos too. I'm looking for some more of those like dainty cardigans. I thrifted some last week. I'm looking specifically for a gray and a turquoise one now that are more of like a cashmere feel and not that thin feel that I have, which I like the ones I got, but I definitely wanted one that was more of like a, I'll put a picture here if you know what I mean, like a softer, not just like cotton material. And then I'm also looking for a pair of white linen pants. That's something I really want. I feel like that would be nice and flowy. It's just really hard because I'm obviously tall. And then this is very specific, but I am looking for this sweater just like this photo. I have been on the hunt for this sweater for literally like a month and a half. This photo is from like 2 years ago. I DM'd the girl on Instagram. She was super sweet, but the brand no longer sells the sweater. So I'm looking for something like this, and I feel like I have a lot of luck with these kinds of sweaters, especially now with it being spring and not winter. Like it's not really heavy sweater season. I'm hoping I might have a bit more luck finding it. Since spring is a little cooler here in Canada, I think I can get away with wearing that with some white linen pants. And then I also saw this photo of a red one that I thought was really nice. So truly like any bright summery sweater like this that's a bit on the lighter side, I thought could be like the perfect spring layering piece. So those are kind of some of the spring fashion pieces I'm looking for. But once again, I feel like I thrift for kind of all seasons. Like if I found like a really nice sweater for winter, I will pick it up and then just put it in the winter box. And same goes for spring. I feel like I've been buying a few things for spring here and there that I've been putting in our spring box. So then when I open it next week when spring starts, I feel like I'll have like, you know, some surprises in there that like I haven't forgotten about, but that I've kind of been thrifting and accumulating over the last few months. Next thing I am thrifting for is for our wedding reception. I mentioned this in our life catch-up video, which I got a few DMs and comments about, people thinking I gave like that it's happening next year away, but I have mentioned like since we got engaged that we wanted to be married within 2.5 years of getting engaged. I had said in the video, I think that I would share the budget at the end of next year after it's happened, and a few of you guys were like, I'm not sure if you meant to include that, but it's totally fine. Like I think most people know that we'll be married within the next like 1.5 years, and so I'm just not sharing the exact date or time of year it's happening, but I'm okay with you guys knowing that like it's sometime next year. Even though it's more than 1 year away, 1.5 years away, we figured it was best to start thrifting now. Me, my mom, and my mom's best friend Jen are like thrifting all the time for it because I feel like it gives you ample opportunity to get as much as you can. Like early on with our engagement party, we only started thrifting about 6 weeks out, and it was definitely a little bit stressful. So we learned our lesson, and this time we're starting the thrifting process super early, which I just feel like is better than doing it too late. Looking for a lot of things for our wedding party. Tablecloths, which I've said this in a previous video, but I love to thrift bed sheets for that, king and queen flat sheets. They make the perfect size. We're doing a garden party theme similar to our engagement party, so a lot of blue plaid, gingham, stripes, bright fun colors. So I'm always on the hunt for tablecloths and things like that. Also white taper candle holders, tea light holders, little vases to put everywhere, and all that kind of stuff. Champagne glasses. I want to find some nice vintage looking ones, like special ones, a champagne bucket, like all those kinds of things. And then lastly, just things for our home. We are kind of working on a ton of projects at once, so I'm kind of thrifting for like right now, but then also long term. Like if I see something and I'm like, oh, that would look nice, you know, in this room when we renovate next year or the year after, I will grab it. We actually have a closet that I've called kind of like my little like home decor shop. It's a little closet where if I find something thrifting I like, I'll put in there for when we do a project. And if I don't end up using it, it usually ends up only being a few dollars. I can redonate it, so it's not a huge deal, but yeah, I feel like I'm thrifting kind of for every room in the house right now. So my list is pretty long. The top of my head, frames for some gallery walls that we're doing. I feel like I don't really have good luck with this. I'll put some examples of kind of the gallery wall vibe we're going for. Pots for plants. I know that you're supposed to use like pots with drainage, but we keep our plants in the original like nursery thing, which we were told to do for the first little bit. So any kind of pot, planter pot. This is very specific, but Matt's really obsessed with Guinness right now. So I'm looking specifically for Guinness beer glasses because we don't have proper beer glasses, and he was joking that I should try and thrift him some. Books, we're always kind of looking for coffee table books, decor for floating shelves, etc. Looking for a mirror for our bathroom renovation because that's kind of like we're doing that in the next little bit. This is very specific, but I'm looking for a bowl that is big enough for my claw clips. I haven't found one that's the perfect size yet. They're all either way too big, like they're like a punch bowl, or they're all too small. But I'm looking for a bowl that is big enough to have all my claw clips in it. I think that would look really pretty. White vase to put hydrangeas in. I think that would be really nice. I don't like always love clear vases. I don't know why. I don't like love that you can see the stems. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. So a colorful vase for hydrangeas with spring coming, I thought that could be really nice. Blankets, I am always looking for vintage wool blankets. Those are really great quality. I'm really specifically looking for a quilted pillow. I'll put a picture here of something I'm exactly trying to replicate. So that's kind of what we're looking for. I feel like that's the most helpful, to share what we're looking for, and then at the end we can check in and see if we were successful. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see them more frequently. Maybe like I said, once a month or something. That could be super fun. But I hope you guys enjoy. I am going to work for the morning, then I'm gonna change. I really want to wear like a cute little buttoned cardigan because it feels like spring, or it's gonna feel like spring today. And then we will head out, and I'll either film a haul today when I get home because it's bright out until 7, which just, I feel like my inspiration and my spark is back because I feel like I can like leave the house after work and I can still run errands and it'll still be bright out and it doesn't feel like the day is over. And I can't wait to see what we find, which is crazy because like I won't know until hours later, but you guys will know in a couple minutes what we find. So anyways, welcome to a little thrifting vlog. I'm so excited. This is Value Village. I feel like I really scored in the frame and print department today. I feel like I never find good ones, and there were so many good contenders, so many great spring prints. I ended up picking up this beautiful wooden frame, and I regret not buying this. I should go back for it because it's just such a darling little fall print to gift to someone with maybe a baby. Like I said, so many floral prints, and I feel like these would be so nice if you just refinish the frame. Once again, just amazing luck today. Then headed to the glassware section. I just love looking at wine glasses, and like I mentioned, we were looking for champagne glasses, which I ended up finding literally right away, and I squealed. I was so excited. I loved these so much. It was a pack of 2. I wish I had got these ribbed glasses. We really don't need more, but I just love any kind of ribbed glassware. I'm also a sucker for any kind of like dish that has the recipe on it. I think they're really precious, even though I don't bake pies. Checked out the blanket section for any quilts. This was a really nice spring one. Once again, I'm going through these clips and I'm like, I really should have bought this. It was literally $5.79. Why didn't I buy this? I always go through the clothes that are on the like put back rack because I feel like those are the things people pick out that are nice, like this airy shirt. So I always check on this like little rack. Then we headed to the next Value Village location. This book was so scary. Why was this in the children's section? I have no idea. What a score. How cool. So excited to flip through this. And I always look for vases and planters. I feel like they're always pretty stocked up, except ironically they weren't. This was pretty similar to that pot I thrifted, just a different color, which you could totally just paint. I found some really great vases. I loved that this one had a bit of a blue tint to it. I did end up picking it up. Once again, I'm a sucker for any kind of like ribbed planter, Didn't pick this one up, but really cute. How cottagecore was this? I feel like if you painted the frame, it'd be really nice. This was a really nice dish, a little too big for the claw clips though. And these little bowls were so adorable. I just don't know what I would use them for, but there was 2 of them. And they're too small for plants, but they were so cute. And this was also really lovely, but I just had no purpose for it. I'm trying to get better with like not buying things just to have them. If they don't have a purpose in our home, they're not coming home. I always check out the wood section for any shelves like this. I'm looking for one that has some pegs on it. I'm just like a sucker for anything scalloped, and you guys will see in this video, anything that's a bowl. I just want bowls everywhere in the house. These plates were really gorgeous. This mug looks kind of like a Le Creuset, but whatever the Remy Oliver brand is, and this was a cute little pie dish as well. I love using sheets as tablecloths. This would be really great for a little garden party, except it was just a little too small for our picnic table. And then I was sorting through the shirts because I was determined to find a blue sweater, which I found this, but I don't like that it tapered in at the bottom. I wanted it to be more flowy, so I had to pass on that, which was a bummer because it was pretty much exactly what I was looking for. I always look in the men's section because I'm tall, and whenever I'm flipping through the clothes, I'm always looking for like a knit material like this. That's always what I kind of let my eye go to first. Had to grab a little treat because I was getting hungry, needed a coffee and afternoon snack. This is my favorite combo in Bell's Corners in Ottawa because you got 2 stores back to back. Still on the hunt for a claw clip bowl. This was really cute. It was like a little iridescent shell bowl. And I did end up finding a few hopeful contenders, which I'll share with you guys after, but nothing felt this perfect size. I also have really long hair, so my claw clips are huge, which could be why, but I ended up picking up this guy. It was 79 cents. This was a really nice size bowl. I don't know what I would use it for, but I really just like the shape of it. They had so many cute little garden core things here. They had this little taper candle holder, and then they also had this really cute bookend, which I thought was just adorable. It was like a little gardening one. I didn't need it, but it was very cute. Obviously checked out the blankets here. I found this. I thought it was a quilt. It was just fabric, so I let it go. But if it was a quilt, it definitely would have come home with me. Then we went to the Salvation Army next door. Once again, just looking at glassware. I was really drawn to this blue glass, but there was only one of them, so I ended up not grabbing it. And I did snag this super cute grandpa sweater though. Very Neil coated from the Santa Claus. Headed to another Value Village. The one on Marivel is my absolute favorite. It's huge, and this one also had really good prints. I really struggled to find frames for our gallery wall because everything is gold, and I feel like I need to have different colors in there. That cow print was super cute. This little bowl was also just, how many times am I going to say cute, but it was cute. I just had no purpose for it. Checked out the books. There wasn't really anything though, which was kind of a bummer. I feel like it's super hit or miss with the books, although I'm realizing now in the left corner there was some original cover Dune books that I didn't grab for Matt, and he's gonna be very pissed if he found out. Found this cute little cottagecore vibe book. I didn't pick it up, and then I found the sweater I was looking for. However, it was a medium, or no, it was a large, but it was from Giant Tiger, and I haven't had the best luck with their sweaters, so I did pass on it. But it was exactly what I was looking for, just a little bit shorter, and I wasn't sure about the quality after washing it. And then I also found another one, but it was a V-neck, and I just don't love V-necks since I have a larger chest. So we're getting there, just not quite there yet. And then I stopped at a little, I think this is like a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. This one is so fun because everything is like a hodgepodge all mixed up. And I feel like those are the best thrift stores when nothing really has an order. So you kind of just have to walk around, meander the shelves. I was looking for some coffee table books. I didn't really find any good ones, honestly. This location to Marivel has so much furniture in case you're interested. This desk was absolutely beautiful. If I had a way to take it home, I would have. And same thing with this hutch. I'm like, we need a pickup truck because I would have taken all this furniture home, and they were really good prices and there was no tax on them. This hutch was also beautiful as well. I just want to share this for anyone who's in Ottawa because they had some really great furniture. An antique washstand. Love, don't know what I'd use it for. And then this really cute vanity for like a children's room that would just be so perfect. And they had this kind of buffet. And this chair, how cute would this look in a little reading nook? It was like floral. It was so perfect. I really wish I got it. Once again, I didn't have the room for it. And yeah. Guys, we're home from our little thrifting adventure, and it's actually somewhat still light out, which is nice. Matt just left for his run, and I'm going to do this super quick so I can head to the gym, but my hair's a little crazy because we've been like out and about all afternoon. But in like 2 hours, we scratched like 6 or 7 thrift stores off, which is honestly iconic. And I was like on a time crunch. I took this thrifting adventure quite seriously because I knew I only had a set amount of time to do it. I made myself like a Google map of where to go and making sure that I wasn't like going back and forth. Like I was doing everything in like the right, you know, like the right path, and I wasn't going like back and forth across town. So anyways, I'm really excited to share with you guys what I got. It's all a mishmash of either Value Village, Mission Thrift, St. Vincent de Paul, and I didn't go to any like local small thrift stores. There's not like a ton in Ottawa, honestly. So let's jump into it. First thing I got is probably the only summery spring piece that I got, and that is this Hollister top, and it's brand new with tags on it. I really struggle with blouses and summer tops. I typically end up just wearing like a baby tee because I have a large chest and I'm also 5'11", so it's just hard to find things that are flattering, but any kind of baby doll style top is, I find, pretty flattering on me. So I got this one. It's super cute, and yeah, it's new with tags, so I don't know if someone bought it recently and just like didn't want to go through the hassle of returning it, but it's super cute, and I can do a medium if the back is stretchy like this. So yeah, love that. Then I did find champagne glasses, which I'm so excited about. They were $4.99 for both, but I had a 20% off. I have a few, honestly. I have so many. I have like 6 or 7 20% off coupons from when we donate. So these were like $4.99 plus 20% off, but they just look like this. I think they're really, really nice. And I love that they're ribbed. These were stunning and just a little bit different than like your ordinary champagne glass. I really wanted something that had like a vintage feel, good quality, and I'm really, really happy with these. So I love that. Okay, next is a cardigan. I don't know if I honestly love it or hate it, but it was $4.99, and it does have the clasp at the top, which I just think is so dainty. I love this trend of cardigans that have the like clasp up here. I don't think it's very springy, but I liked the design on it, and I thought it'd be kind of cute for, I don't know, fall or winter. I did find my white vase, and I also found the perfect hydrangea vase. I feel like hydrangeas are always in a thicker like base, not a thicker base, like a more open vase, like not a slim one. So I thought this would be perfect, and I love that it's white. I think it'll look so nice with some blue hydrangeas in it. And like I said, sometimes I just don't love clear vases. I don't like seeing the stems, so I thought this was actually just so perfect. And this was $4.99, but the yellow tags were 50% off, so it was like $2.50, $2.49. I got a few different glass bowls for my claw clips. I don't know if any of these are gonna fit, but if they don't, we can obviously repurpose them somewhere in the house. This first one is just like a bit of a rippled, and this was $2.99, and this one was absolutely stunning. It was 79 cents, and it just, I've never seen a bowl like this. I loved the detailing on it. It was very unique. I have to try them out and see which one fits the claw clips better. This is actually so funny. It's from PC. That's hilarious. I got this. It was in the planter section, but I'm pretty sure you could use it as like a, are those called crocks, where you like a utensil holder? But I think you could also use it maybe as a pot if you had a tall flower, or is obsessed with growing green onions and you need like a pot that's pretty small and like narrow. So he's been using a pot like this for green onions. So I thought that maybe he could use this, or we could use it for a pot maybe for something else, but it is pretty narrow, so I'm not too sure. This was $2, and this little planter, which was $1.99, but it was 50% off, so it was $1. It's just a small little guy. I feel like now that we're getting into plants in spring, I think you can never have too many little pots around, and this will look pretty good on a floating shelf with like a little, maybe like a succulent in it. So picked this guy up. Next, I got this little cup. I love a good like old-fashioned ceramic cup. This was $2, and I think I'm gonna use this at our coffee bar. We currently have a cup that I got at a flea market, but the cup is bigger than the spoon, so you have to kind of like really dig in to grab a spoon. And first thing in the morning when you're trying to, you know, stir your coffee, you're just like not having it. So I thought I could switch it up for this and then use that one. I think maybe in my office for my pens or my pencils. I thought that could look really nice. So yeah, I thought this was so cute and small. Next, I picked up 3 frames, and this one I actually just really liked the print in it. This was $5.99. It's got some watercolor flowers in it, and I thought once again this could just be a really nice frame for the gallery wall. Then I got a wood one that has a little bit of gold detailing in it, so I feel like it will blend in really well on the gallery wall shelf, and it also has some ducks on it, which I don't think I'm gonna keep, but for $3.99 plus a 20% off coupon, not too bad. This one also really, really nice. I feel like I might keep the print in it and just rub and buff the frame because it's really nice for spring. This was also $3.99. But how cute is that with some rub and buff to make it more of like an antique gold? This could look really nice for spring somewhere, so I'm really happy with that. Next, I just got one of these little vases. I feel like you can never have too many vases, especially with spring coming and flowers just being a bit more affordable. I feel like flowers are kind of like fruit here in Canada, where they're a bit more expensive in the winter and we don't buy them as much. but come spring, I just want to have flowers all over the house. I feel like it's the one thing that they always have an abundance of. That and like glassware and mugs you can never not find at a thrift store. So I just picked up this one, just like a nice classic shape. I think this was like $2. Then I found this sweater. It's definitely like a Neil coated sweater from Santa Claus, which I love. I got this sweater at Salvation Army. It was $7.99, and it's definitely like a Neil coated sweater from Santa Claus. You guys know that's like that is like my icon in the winter, and it's just like a little grandpa sweater. I love it. I love the purple and the navy, and I think it's gonna be really nice for winter. So I'll put that in the wash and then put that in the winter bin. Finally found a vintage wool blanket that wasn't super expensive. I feel like we always see them at the flea market and at thrift sales, but they're always like $100. And I found this one. It says as is, and I think it's just because it has a stain on it. But I'm so excited. This was $14.99, but once again, the green tags were 50% off. So I think this was around $7.50. It's this beautiful bright blue color. It's so stunning. And I thought this would look really nice either over the bed or over the chair that I thrifted a few weeks ago. So I'm really excited about that. And it's just like the prettiest color ever for spring. I love it so much. But anyways, I saved the best for last, and I will share that with you guys. I'm so excited. I found this mirror. It was $7.99, and I love it so much. I definitely need to rub and buff it, but it's exactly what I was looking for. And it's one of those items that I purchased with a spot in mind, but if it doesn't work out there, I have so many other spots in the house that it can go. It is just, I'm staring at it right now. It's so beautiful. The goal is to hang this in the bathroom, but if it's a little too ornate and the trim is too big, like I think it might be, I don't know. I think it should be good, but you never know. It will just go in my office because I've mentioned before I wanted to get a dresser for my office. So the background of my videos was nicer for like, you know, corporate life, and I'll put it on the dresser there. So if it doesn't work in the bathroom, it has other spots in the house that it can go for sure. It's a beautiful mirror, but I'll share that with you guys. All right, you guys, here she is. She is stunning. There's like a little sticker gunk in the corner. I just took the sticker off. She needs a little bit of a clean, but otherwise she's in great condition. And like I said, it was $7.99. I was racing 2 other grandmas to go get it, and I snatched it up. But I think it'll look so nice once it's rub and buffed, and it's a nice like antique gold color. And like I said, if it doesn't fit in the bathroom, like if it's just too much for the bathroom, I can always put it on a dresser or something. But I just think for $7.99, you can't pass it up. It already has the little thing on the back to hang it, and I think this was definitely my biggest score of the day. I almost forgot to share this. This is probably also one of my best finds of the day. How fun and magical is this? Disney World just celebrated their 50th, so crazy that this is from 20 years ago. I just think it's so fun to flip through old books like this. Matt and I love flipping through old Disney books like this, so this was definitely such a gem to thrift today. I can't believe I almost forgot to share that with you guys. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these, if you want to see them seasonally, if you like the thrifting content more in the vlogs, or if you like it in its own video once a month or every few months. I think I go thrifting at least once a week, which I always get asked that too, like how I find such good things at the thrift store, and I think it's just because I go frequently. I try and go thrifting at least once a week, because if you think about it, people are donating things on the daily, so there's always new things popping in. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!